First of all, I want to compliment the people that were able to come to the game. We need them. We need more. But we needed their energy down the home stretch, and I thought I appreciate that on a busy shopping day. And I also want to compliment the best team on our schedule up to this point. Clearly the best team, the best coach team. Their track record shows that, and tonight was very similar to their game at Minnesota, Missouri, and Colorado, a heartbeat away. And fortunately, really proud of our guys. If they were an experienced team, I would be very proud of the way they ended the game in Las Cruces and the game today. But these are really good learning experiences for them. And I'm glad that everybody, all 9 guys, could get in the first and second half, be part of it.
Down the stretch, until they started scoring there, you guys were really holding them well below their average, and you still held them more than 10 points below their scoring average. What did you think of your defense?
I thought our defense, our field goal defense in particular, was outstanding. I thought we fouled too much. We lead the nation in fewest fouls, but we didn't today. And they called a lot of fouls down the home stretch. I thought they collected probably 15 points, but they weren't made baskets. Except for getting beat to 3 loose balls in the last 3 or 4 minutes, I thought these guys did a great job. I told them, it was fun watching Noah Horford and Brewer dunk every time, but my wife could have coached that team. I was really proud of the effort these guys have made, especially the last 2 games.
Larry, talk about the tempo of this game. Felt like you guys had control of that tempo for most of the game.
I thought we had control of the tempo from start to finish. I thought Alan Edwards did a tremendous job of keeping them off balance, switching up our zone, our half-court pressure, and our man. But I got to tell you, it's a load. They're good. They're going to win a lot of games this year. And to finish the game the way we want to, we never had a turnover the last 7 minutes, and we made 85 or 88% of our free throws. You need to finish games in the high school, college, and NBA level that way. So that's why I was really proud of these guys.
Coach, what does it say about the confidence of a guy like Justin James down less than 30 seconds left to hit a shot with the shot clock winding down to make it a 2-possession game? A lot of confidence in that guy, right?
I told Ryan this after our Las Cruces game that, one of the proudest moments are that we've had a chance to almost buy in. I'm not this age guy and this experienced guy and this young guy. It makes me nauseous hearing and reading about that. We're ready to play, and we need to be ready to play. But what we've tried to buy in is we don't know our guys well enough yet. We need to give them an opportunity, inclusiveness. And what's happened the last couple games, in the Pan Am Center, it was Naughton and JJ. Today, Trey Washington makes a huge 3. We get the ball inbounds 3 times the way we wanted to and get it to our foul shooters, McManaman and Adams. Like, a lot of guys contributed to those plays. And I'm just happy it's been different guys on different days, because that's how you sort of walk through a new era.
Coach, you battled on the boards pretty good after, the last couple. What does that say about your team, just especially against a pretty physical front line for them?
Yeah, like I said, except for a couple of those beat to the ball plays. 24 beat us to the ball 2 or 3 times down the home stretch for loose balls. But we were battling. A lot of times the first guy couldn't get it, the second or third guy got it, but that's gang rebounding, and that's what we're going to have to do the way we're built right now.
Speaking of Josh, you guys are down 7. Feels like the game's starting to slip when he hits those 2 huge threes. That seemed to really get you guys energized.
It did. Around that time is when you start collecting 3-4 stops in a row. But marching to the foul line is important when you either have a lead or you need to buy some time. It slowed the game down, which probably was to our favor. But I thought it was a tough game to referee because I'll tell you one thing, Josh had a cloak on him the whole game. I mean, there was someone hanging on to him every possession, and probably I would do the same if we were playing against him.
Talking about Josh, and the importance also of free throw shooting, what sort of luxuries did it have him 14 and 15 at the line?
Well, I think somebody said we made our last 10 in a row. You make 6 of those, you make 7 of those, you may fall short. And nobody probably would talk about it. They'd talk about the rebounds or the assists or the dunks or the threes. But turnovers, ball security, and making free throws counts, especially down the home stretch. And our guys paying attention to little things. We have get-it-ins. I call them get-it-ins, late game. Graybo made a living on it. Your team has to not only get the ball in when the other team doesn't want them to, your team has to be smart enough and gifted enough to get it into who you want to get it into, and we did. Al made a great play and got it right back to McManaman, and a couple of these guys made some good reverse plays and got it to Josh quickly. So, it's not only getting the ball in play, it's to whom, and I was proud that those guys not only paid attention but delivered the goods.
Larry, flipping the script now, you head to Las Vegas now for 2 games. It's a town you enjoyed your last visit to. Will there be any maybe special memories?
Well, I'm sure there'll be memories, but I just talked to the guys. I just wanted them to know, why are we playing 6 road games and a lot of other people, men and women, not? The answer is simple. We talked about it months ago, because that's how you prepare a new team. And the other way is to prepare them, although the president shocked everybody, and I will have a lengthy statement representing the coaches in our league, but the dream of a lot of young ladies and young men, ever since conference tournaments were made, was that you never give up, because you always have a chance at the end of the year to be part of something special. And we want to try to do what we did last year, and the first way to do that is to prepare back-to-backs in Vegas, which is what most teams are going to have to prepare to do, to win 4 in a row or 3 in a row. That'll be the next test for us from a physical and a mental aspect.
I know it's not your job to do the scouting, but do you know anything yet about Marshall?
Well, Danny's a really good friend. Danny D'Antoni was a head coach at Socastee High School in Charleston, South Carolina, when I was the head coach of Clemson. Came to a lot of clinics, spent a lot of time together. In fact, one of my sons played for him in the summer. And I do know they will get it up and down like his brother. They will try to get 100. They'll try to shoot it every 6 to 8 seconds. So tempo will be very important in Vegas.
I guess how big will the bench be? I would assume you're going to have to play more players with 2 back-to-back games.
Yeah, we will. I'd like to see Hayden and Mo get involved, and there's a very good chance they will. But these guys have survived 2 really tight games against 2 really good teams, and I'm proud of them, at least for this afternoon.
Is the health of the team pretty good right now?
Health is very good. Jason took a pretty good shot at practice, but Turbo came to the rescue yesterday with a lot of ice. Didn't look like he was limping too much today. So we'll get on a plane here this evening to Vegas. We'll give him a short scouting report tonight at 10. We'll get some rest tomorrow. We'll get some prep tomorrow. Not a lot on the floor, though. And then we'll throw it up Monday night.